Yo, yo, yo. Welcome, everybody, to Season 2.
Yes, sir.
Desert Dynasty. Welcome back. To start off, we're going to do a music... Sorry. We're going to do the music to Season 2. Thank you to Kevin. He designed the new music for this season. So, Adam and Rick haven't heard it yet. So, I just said, hey, as a reaction video, we're just going to do it live. So, let's pull it up.
All right, let's see it.
Ooh. That's it.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for that.
Appreciate you.
Fire. Now we designed it in the studio. First we did it on Adam's birthday,
Yeah,
and we designed just a bunch of stuff. And then
it was nice.
last Friday he came in and like kind of polished it up, and then he finished it up last night. And he's like,
It was sick.
"Here you go." So
Heck yeah.
it's so dope. Thanks, Kev.
Appreciate you, Kevin.
Again, welcome everybody back to Desert Dynasty. It's been a long off season. Obviously, we covered up the draft. We covered up a lot of the off season, but free agency.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did take a little hiatus. We took a little break.
Yeah.
But we're all back and we're all ready, man. Season 2 is here. And Adam, I'm gonna hand the keys to you, brother.
Yeah, obviously, we haven't been here since, oh my God, what has it been, 4 months now?
Dude,
So,
since the draft, which is what, April?
I think so.
April.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, God,
Yeah, 4 months.
5 months.
Yeah.
4 months.
So,
4.5,
yeah, it's been a long time. There's a lot that's really been going on in every sport.
Oh, yeah.
But, before we dive into Cardinals, right now, just around the valley and sports-wise, obviously the D-backs aren't having the year that they're wanting. A lot of injuries, it is what it is. But they have won 6 out of the last 8 series. Zach Gallen's looking good. He's got almost under a 2.0 ERA. We're still in the playoff hunt.
Yeah, didn't we just beat LA Dodgers?
Dodgers, yep. And we just beat the Rangers.
That's what I'm saying.
We just won
That's
the
what I'm
series.
saying.
And we beat them twice, the Rangers.
Dude, to be fair, or to be honest,
Good
I
team.
feel like Torey Lovello's fighting for his job
Oh,
because he knows he's a good coach.
Yeah.
And this is a good team.
Yeah.
We've just been riddled with injuries and bad pitching.
I know we have like 9 or 10 just bullpen players on the IL right now.
Dang,
which is
man,
insane.
That's insane.
So, and that's been our weakness this year is bullpen. So.
I know I've been out of the MLB and even the Diamondbacks too, but not Marte. Who's that?
Suarez.
Yeah, so when Suarez got traded, is it because he could come back next year?
It's because he was the best player on the market.
We're trying to
He
get
might come back
money.
next year.
I heard he's a free agent next year.
He is.
So he could if he wanted to.
He could, but we also got really good pitching prospects, and that's what we were lacking is pitching prospects. And then we got rid of Josh Naylor. I just don't think he was gelling. And then Merrill Kelly, we traded him to the Rangers. He might come back. He's an Arizona boy.
And he's a free
Arizona
agent
high
too.
school, went to ASU. Now he's on the Diamondbacks.
And he's like, Timmy back.
Yeah, I hope he comes back. That's definitely the hope. But I've just been depressed about the D-backs.
Oh, yeah.
To be quite honest.
We had such high expectations. We were like, oh, we're gonna go to the playoffs easy.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember
we're D-back
we had
championships
podcasts,
or nothing.
right?
Yeah.
We had podcasts and we were like, oh yeah, we're winning out. We're gonna be the top of the freaking as NL West. Yeah, and man, it's been a little bit disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of high expectations, ASU this year went against NAU. Obviously, we couldn't even watch the second half. Thank you, 98.7, for at least having it.
Was it ESPN Plus? They're trying to push this out. Where they're
so
like,
bad.
Everybody's pay money at ESPN. We're gonna have all the games everywhere.
It's awful.
And then they can't even do a regular ass Big 12 game.
ESPN Plus is hot garbage,
It's
to be quite honest. But, I mean, they did play NAU. NAU's good for their, D1 AA, but we did not blow them out like we thought we would have. A little underwhelming, but we do have Mississippi State coming up. They're having cowbells in practice and stuff, so hopefully that'll help prepare. But, always going on the road, you can never truly prepare for that atmosphere.
Yeah, we'll see. One thing is we'll see what ASU does. We still have very high expectations. They let us down on Saturday. They didn't play at what we thought they would play. And a big part of that's Cam Scadaboo. So you can't replicate legendary ASU to Sun Devil.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Kenny Dillingham said it, I'm so happy that we, won ugly, because if we lost, that's another conversation.
Yeah.
But at least they're going to learn from that, and then they're going to move on. I think they're ranked 12 now. They moved down a spot.
Yeah, which is crazy.
But, they got to prove themselves. You don't whoop up on as a AA squad, you're going to get that, treatment. U of A, played, they're not in AA, but they're Hawaii. And they whooped them 40-6. So it's like you gotta show up and show out, especially U of A, man.
And the University of Utah, they destroyed UCLA.
Yeah.
So if you expect to be a top ranked team in this country, when you go against teams that you're expected to destroy, you destroy them.
Yeah.
And ASU was expected to destroy them. They were favored by 30 points.
Oh my god.
And we didn't win by 30. So. That's I honestly was a part of the person that's like, oh, okay, drop us down.
We need a little bit of a,
because we need more.
A little bit underdogs.
Yeah. I mean, we did have a lot of penalties.
Yes.
Dillingham said he was going to go look at the film and see, like, hey, is this,
a one-off?
Was this like bad referees, or was this, just bad form on our end, or a little bit of both, But it is what it is. I think I still believe in the team. I'm a little nervous, but we're going to see how they bounce back and if they're for real this weekend.
I mean, Tyson still looked really good.
Oh, and 14 for one something.
Yeah, and Sam Levitt with that 50-yard touchdown run.
He looks nice.
They're a really good team. So I think they had a little punch in the mouth and like, okay, hey, we got to play our ball, and next week's going to be different.
I will say this. I think Sam Levitt's draft stock fell, though. He was thrown off his back foot a lot, and I think that was more so a form thing rather than like getting rushed, because he was getting rushed a lot, but he could have stepped up in the pocket a lot more too. But
yeah, we'll have to see, man. Obviously, we all still have high expectations, so if they can go into an SEC Mississippi State team and beat them, then you guys deserve to still be ranked.
Isn't that going to be the second time that we beat an SEC team?
Because last year was the first time. Yeah.
So it's a big test.
Hey, one team we haven't had a lot of high expectations for, which we finally do this year, is the Arizona Cardinals. Our beloved Cardinals.
Yes.
A lot of people think, even Las Vegas thinks 8.5 is our.
Which
I don't
is
believe
the biggest
in that.
actually in the NFL for week 1.
Yeah,
the biggest margin.
No, I'm saying for win total.
Oh,
8.5.
Sorry, I thought you were talking about the week 1 preview. We have the highest over under to beat the New Orleans for betting. Yeah, like they're like, the Cardinals should win this game.
Absolutely.
We have the highest in the whole league for opening weekend. So I'm like, we'll get to the preview, but I'm saying if we lose week 1. I don't know. Maybe season 2 will cut off from here.
That brings up
ASU podcast.
Yeah. That brings up basically, like we've been saying, we've covered all this off season, and we purposely didn't cover preseason because we knew there's so much uncertainty with the team, and it's just a lot of speculation. And all three of us, we're tired of speculation. We want to see ball.
Yeah.
So, obviously, we're doing the episode before because week 1's a big deal, and we know what the team looks like now. So, that brings me to say, Junior, what's the 53-man roster right now, and what is your opinion of it?
So, my surprising cuts was Simi Fehoko. Shout out Tongan, baby. Tongans. He was cut, and then, what was the other guy? There was the running back. DJ Dallas
Carter
and Michael Carter were all cut from the team. DJ Dallas even from the practice squad. He's not even on the team anymore. Nothing.
Yeah.
And he was a really good kick returner. So yeah, 53-man roster, it had to get cut. We had too much talent on our team. But I know Simi Fehoko, he didn't count against the waiver wire, so we put him on the practice squad because he knew he would pass the waiver wire.
Yeah.
And I know they'll bring him up when they need him because they only have 5 wide receivers on the team.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
Well, one of the biggest things that I saw from the roster when I first saw the 53 We signed 4 tight ends.
Wow.
I don't know a lot of teams in the
Yeah.
NFL that have 4 tight ends on
We
their
signed
roster.
that guy, that international
Yeah.
guy we have, which
Yeah.
we haven't signed him to the active roster, I don't
Wow.
think, yet, ever.
So-
I know the 3 is always really good, right? Elijah
Yeah,
Higgins, Trey McBride, Tip Ryman.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that 4th guy.
I'm wondering if he's really good at special teams. He's like a special teams guy, because I have noticed we had less defensive players that I was like, oh, they for sure
Yeah.
play special teams.
Yeah.
So I wonder if he kind of
That
just
might be
fills
it.
that spot. You know?
But yeah, I was shocked because I was like 4 tight ends.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Even Keitrell Clark made the squad, too.
Yeah.
John was like,
yeah,
And he had an
work.
iffy preseason, so
yeah.
maybe because it's Monty's guy he drafted, he feels more ties to him.
Mhm.
But if it wasn't, he'd be like,
You know, one thing is Jonathan Gannon always says he likes the explosives. Like, that's like his word, you know, that he's brought to the Cardinals. And Bam Knight, the guy who replaced DJ Dallas, he had a bunch of explosive in preseason. I forget the exact stat, but he had the most yards after contact or something like that.
dang.
In the preseason. Or, no, not after contact. Most yards over expected.
Okay.
And he had like 80-something over expected yards.
He even had that 67-yard touchdown run.
The 67-yard touchdown run. That was really nice. I mean, that's the definition of explosive.
Honestly, they just gave him the ball, and it was 3rd and like forever, and he just took it to the house.
I know I'm probably basic, but after DJ Dallas fumbled, right?
Oh, I wanted
I
to
wanted
It was Dortch, no?
Was it Dortch?
both of them back to back.
Yeah. So DJ Dallas, you fumbled. Get off the squad.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they
Preseason.
said that too. They're like, you
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
that.
Even Dortch, he's on the last straw in my book. I don't know about you guys. I know Dortch is great, but he's in the last straw for me.
Hot take.
He's a good
I think
returner.
all 3 of us have said like, Dortch is kind of like not really that great anymore.
It's like a great
I feel like
value
he's
Kirk,
just
Christian Kirk, bro.
he's
Christian
not
Kirk
really
was-
bringing much except the speed, I guess.
Well, last year he got utilized a lot more, and he didn't do a lot with that utilization.
Mhm.
And that's why we were like, okay, he's still a good returner. Maybe we keep him around. But now we're seeing how weak our receiving core is. And I think if we're going to go out, sign a free agent, and release a receiver, it's going to be Dortch.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, do you guys see? Is it Evan Weaver?
Yeah.
The guy from Colorado. He's
Oh, yeah.
undrafted. He was an undrafted free agent, and he's going off. Bro.
yeah, I
2
told you
touchdown
guys, I
catches,
liked
right?
him right out the gate.
Is he on the roster?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's on the
He
roster.
made the roster over
He made
Fehoko.
over Fehoko,
Fehoko.
which Fehoko we love too.
I
so.
think what Junior said is they were doing like roster manipulation because
Yeah.
they knew Fehoko can't get re-signed
somewhere
Yeah.
else.
through waivers because it's something in his contract.
He
Yeah,
signed a 1-year deal.
He
with
basically
us, so.
cleared waivers by not doing that, so we knew we could get him on the practice squad, and then Xavier Weaver he would have gotten picked up.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle game because even Justin Jones, he's on IR now, but they had to sign him to the initial 53
and
Yeah.
then put him on IR. Then we picked up our long snapper.
Yeah.
We cut our long snapper just to pick him up again. So it's just weird puzzle making because we know Simi's going to play. All these guys, you just had to make sure the 53 was good.
Well, and to build off like your puzzle analogy, what's great about having people on your practice squad is if somebody else tries to go sign them, you have the option first to sign them to your active roster. If you don't, then they can go to the other team.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like bird rights essentially in like the NBA. So
My biggest preseason takeaway though is Jordan Birch, man, from Oregon.
he's a
round pick.
beast. I told you, bro.
Dude, this
I
guy
told
reminds
you.
me of Deshaun Celesoni, our brother.
Celesoni.
Just a freaking monster. He's 290 pounds on the edge,
On
bro.
the edge.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a light DT. No, he's an edge rusher.
he's fast.
And he's getting sacks. He had 2 sacks taken away from him in game 1,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And then he had a forced fumble sack in game 3.
Yeah.
Okay, on 3, everybody say the pass rusher he reminds you of. 1, 2, 3. Von Miller.
Von Miller?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh.
You're like, wait,
No,
pass
yeah,
rusher.
Hey, now we saying they're like birds in headline, like
Yeah.
deer in the headline.
I'm like, Michael
We're all like,
Parsons, Trey
who rushes
Hendrickson.
the passer?
I was waiting for you guys to say something, and I was like, there's crickets right now.
Adam's like Von Miller. Anybody
Yo,
else?
yeah. He's a crickets over here, bro. I don't know what he's talking
Hey,
about.
but does he not remind you of Von Miller?
Yes, yes.
I would say Chandler Jones, he's just not as long, but
Yeah.
Von Miller for sure.
Yeah,
Imagine if Von Miller is on our team and we got him in the 3rd round.
Yeah.
Dude, and that's what we
crazy.
needed, right? A finisher in the defensive end or edge rusher group. Because we got a lot of guys that will get the pressures. We don't
But
want
not
that.
the
We
sack.
want these sacks.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to help our DBs too, because we have some younger, probably one of the youngest DB groups in the NFL right now. And we need pressures to kind of help them out, especially
Yeah.
Will Johnson. we saw what he can do when you get pressure at Michigan. He had 3 pick sixes in 2-3 years. So, high potential, but we have to have a pass rush, and that's why we went and got what's his name? That guy from the Eagles.
Josh Sweat. Right?
Yeah, Josh Sweat. Which that's actually one of my impact players for this year.
Is Josh Sweat?
Josh Sweat. I think him being critical on like third downs or however we use him, he's got to be able to get to the quarterback. I don't expect him to get 2.5 sacks a game like he did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But you've got to make a difference. And then obviously Kyler Murray. We've always talked about that.
Well, I always hated that everyone is writing off Josh Sweat. Oh, he's old. Bro's 27 years old.
That's not
and
old.
Coach Gannon got the most out of our old Cardinals player, Hassan Reddick, 12.5 sacks when he was 28 years old.
Yeah.
So he's a year younger than that.
Yeah.
So you're going to get a ton of production from Josh Sweat this year. And I think, like Adam said, that impact is just going to be noticeable.
Well, what is that? I mean, I've been hearing this a lot because, we follow tons of Cardinals media, but everybody's saying how, at least non-Cardinal fans are like, oh, Josh Sweat just thrived under a stacked defensive line. What do you guys think about those comments?
I don't think people understand how good the Cardinals defense was with, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but a dog shit defensive line last year. And our linebacker core wasn't that great either. So imagine the pressures we're going to get with literally people who are there to rush the passer. Like that is their prototype, kind of job.
I feel
And
like
we've
Monty
got multiple of
Osterford
them now.
this past offseason, his number one priority was pass rush.
Yeah.
Period. We drafted heavily and signed free agency heavily. Dalvin Tomlinson, Josh Sweat, Calais Campbell, and then we drafted Walter Nolan, and then last year with Darius Robinson.
Yeah.
So our starting lineup for D-line is stacked.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, it's not even a secret. Our D-line is actually going to be our strength of the whole team.
It is.
And it's kind of crazy to say that because of how shitty
it was last year.
I'm super excited about Darius Robinson. Like he's so excited, and he shined in the preseason and in camp. So I know that he's going to get some pressure from the middle. And
do you know who's the starting D-line right now?
Yeah, you got Robinson. If
and
not
Dalvin?
Tomlinson, they're kind of like the same.
And
then Calais Campbell, and then you got Josh Sweat and Baron Browning, and then Jordan Birch is going to be.
Well, Josh Sweat is going to be an edge.
That's what I meant.
Linebacker.
Yeah. Well,
don't we run?
We don't have any DNs.
Don't we run that?
Yeah.
Two D tackles.
We do, but technically on the depth chart, he's outside linebacker.
They're considered linebackers.
Yeah.
We don't have DNs though.
We run a 3-4.
Yeah, that's right.
So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But two edges and two middles, or no?
Essentially, yeah. We have like either nose tackle or defensive tackle, or 2 defensive tackles, and then 1 defensive end technically.
It's kind of a hybrid defense.
Yeah, but that's what essentially in a 3-4, like you can stack defensive line to one way.
Okay.
And then the linebackers kind of just shift a little bit.
And what? It's on the edges. We got Zaven, Josh Sweat, and Baron.
So Baron Browning and Zaven are on one side. Josh Sweat's on the other side, probably with Jordan Birch.
Jordan Birch, yeah. I
Those are the
forgot
top
to look
4.
at the depth chart after the 53.
After them, they got Xavier Thomas. There's 5 of them, I think.
Xavier Thomas, I think he's mostly
he's a pass rush.
I mean, he's a pass rush, but I think he's mostly special.
I don't know if you guys are familiar, but is BJ Ojolari out for a while?
Yeah, he's on the
pup.
Yeah,
so he's out to at least 4 weeks.
Yeah, at least 4, but they're saying maybe longer.
If he gets off, are we signing him to the active roster?
Yeah.
Is that the same thing with Justin Jones?
Justin Jones is on pup.
Well, is he pup or IL?
I think he's IL.
And Walter,
I don't know. I know for sure that Justin Jones, when he is off, he's just going to go practice squad. He's not going to be on the 53. They only put him on the 53 so that they can take him and have an extra spot for IR. It's weird, like that. Like I said, it's a weird manipulation thing. They didn't really obviously they like Justin Jones, but they don't love him enough to make him a starter.
But we're paying
Walter
him.
Nolan is the guy that's going to take his spot.
We might as well release him then. But the thing is, we'd end up losing money. So, and I did this when I was kind of just playing with a salary cap thing. It'd be better to trade him even for a 7th round pick, because then we would save $9 million.
Well, yeah, it's just the sad thing is no one's going to trade for an injured player. That's why.
I'm saying once he's healthy.
Yeah, the Cardinals I think are playing it out as in, hey, we'll get depth, because that's his spot. Walter Nolan is playing there, and then he's going to be on the practice squad. If he's tradable, maybe, but I don't think anyone's going to want to pick up Justin Jones right
Well,
now.
that's why I think we want to put him on the practice squad. We assign him to the active roster.
Until Walter's back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
well, still, regardless, then we would either release him or,
Yeah. No, I agree.
it's going to be weird how they kind of manipulate
weird.
defensive lines.
But I think, honestly, after week 1, it'll be a little more solidified.
Mm-hmm.
And then going forward, every single week, they're going to know these are our guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, damn, bro. I mean, how do you think we're going to do this year? I personally have us going either 10-7 or 11-6.
I think I'm in the same boat. I'm thinking double digits.
Yeah, if I had to put money on 10 or 11, I would want to put money on 10.
Yeah.
Just to be safe. And I think 10 wins is possible. Honestly, with our schedule, we should. But then if we can sneak away ones with like Bengals, if we could, sweep the Seahawks, then you can get to 11 and 12.
Right.
But 10 is safe for me.
Yeah, and this happens literally every single year. We sweep one team in our division, we get swept by one, and we split with one. So we always go 3-3, and it's like if we want to make playoffs, we have to go 4-2, 5-1.
Yep,
we have to.
Mm-hmm.
There's not.
That's
like
what the winners of the division always do.
Always do it.
Well, if you're thinking about it, let's say it's like we were 3 years back. If you told me that Sam Darnold and a Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy and a 40-year-old what's his face from Rams Stafford are going to be the starting quarterbacks in the NFC West, and the Cardinals aren't going to win it. Come on, bro. I'll take that 9 times out of 10 because these guys aren't them, honestly, in my opinion. And I think Kyler is the best quarterback in the division. I mean, people are going to, especially the LA fans, are going to be mad about that, but Kyler should take over. The NFC West is his.
If I'm an LA fan next year, I'm terrified. Any play Matthew Stafford goes down.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Their backup quarterback is a guy from Georgia, and I personally loved him. I know he was like 28 or something like that. You know what I'm talking about.
That one guy.
He's got like the goggles or whatever.
Yeah. He won the championship.
With
Stetson.
Stetson Bennett.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
I honestly believe him. He went crazy in preseason. I think he might end up taking over the reins and kind of be like a bridge quarterback to their next, whoever they draft or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, with Stafford down with that back injury, if Stetson Bennett isn't him, then yeah, they're kind of SOL. So.
And they didn't draft a quarterback, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Stetson's him.
So they're kind of.
No, LA.
I don't know why. Why does all these analysts and everyone puts LA as the winners of the NFC West?
Because it's respect. Didn't they win 2 years in a row now?
And they made playoffs.
There was another analyst I was reading on 98.7 earlier today. He has Brock Purdy winning the MVP.
Wow.
And we go 10-7, which respect. We're second in the division. They go like 12 and what does that be? 12-5.
That's ridiculous.
And I'm like, the 49ers offense is ass right now. Like,
you're leaning on a Brandon Ayuk who's always hurt.
Yeah, and
Brandon's not even back. Who's always hurt.
Brandon's not even back till like week 7 or 8.
Yeah.
That's half the
Oh
season.
my gosh,
the
I didn't know
receiving
that.
core is weak and the offensive line
You
got
got
worse.
Jawan Jennings and Ricky Pearsall, who got shot last year.
We got shot last
And
year.
Jawan Jennings wants to get traded.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to be there.
And Christian McCaffrey is a freaking ankle tap
You
away
never
from
know.
getting a broken
Well,
ankle.
listen, Desert Dynasty listeners. We've said this at the beginning of season 1, and we're saying this in the beginning of season 2. The Niners are going to be the bottom of the division this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know why everybody, and ESPN analysts, these guys that get paid thousands, $100,000 a year, are putting the Niners as the NFC champs.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you're crazy. As like maybe 3, maybe someone else falls in that 4th spot. But we've been, ever since the beginning of this podcast, we've always said they're going to be bottom of the division this year.
Yeah, not so hot take anymore.
Yeah, and not so hot take.
And another thing is, I just hate crowning people before anything happened, right?
Yeah.
Like,
They don't play ball.
It's not us saying, like, NFC West Cards champs. No, we're saying we have the best chances.
Yeah.
Because what we looking at, but we're not just saying, because they're literally saying, oh, Brock Purdy's winning MVP.
Yeah.
The Rams are going to be undefeated, like, winning everything. No, we don't think that. Obviously, we don't think that, but we're not saying that about the Cardinals either.
And we're being very realistic, and then we're also analyzing hardcore because we go in depth on this team.
Yeah.
So far that we're like, yeah, this is a great team on paper. And not only that is like Kyler Murray and countless other players are saying how like this is a great football team. I've played with good football teams. This is the best one I've ever played for.
Yeah.
And when you're saying that, and we've had some good Cardinals football teams, especially under Kyler. So look at he knows this is a great team.
Exactly.
Period.
Well, a big reason our team's good is look at our free agents, right? Free agents aren't going to come to a team that's shitty, right?
Yeah.
Will Hernandez, happy birthday, by the way, yesterday.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
Mijo Tings.
Mijo Tings. Will Hernandez had an opportunity to go play somewhere else for more money, right? Because he's a good core guard, but he's sitting behind our starting O-lineman here and re-signed because of the talent we have.
Yeah.
Our team is that good where he's like, I'm not going to leave what we got rolling here. You know?
Yeah. And everybody always says, hey, you can have talent, but you have to have coaching, right? That's why they think the Rams are going to be good even with a shit quarterback or whatever. Well, guess what? Jonathan Gannon and his regime has showed they're really good coaching staff.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they build toughness. That's kind of like our name, right? It's just a tough football team.
Yeah.
And now, like, we've added talent to it. And that's why I think instantly we're going to go double-digit wins.
Exactly.
And I will say this, that's as long as Kyler doesn't shit the bed this year. Kyler has to play good this year or it doesn't matter.
Everything right now relies on Kyler Murray.
It
and
does.
I think every single story you see right now in Arizona sports is like, can Kyler Murray do this? And I think he knows that, and I think, the whole team knows that. We're all relying on you. There's a reason you're captain. So go out there and lead your troops and show them MVP Kyler. Remember that season he went off and we were like 10 and
7-0.
Yeah, something like that. And we were never losing. Do that same thing and keep it consistent throughout the whole season.
Exactly.
You're gonna have an MVP candidacy and you're gonna lead us to the playoffs.
A deep playoff run.
Yeah, exactly. I believe in Kyler. He does worry me with that little interception, but if you did see, he tried to do a no-look pass.
Yeah.
That was the dumbest shit. Just throw the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Just throw the fucking ball.
He was trying to play
Trey
too
McBride
cool.
was wide open.
Yes.
Just throw him, let him go out of bounds, and then just score. And whatever.
Predictions for Sunday, I think Ricky said this too, but I think it too. Trey McBride's getting a touchdown, MHJ is getting a touchdown, and James Conner is getting a touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
100%.
Okay. Defensive touchdown, maybe?
And hella turnovers.
Hey,
Spencer Rattler can't throw the ball, bro.
I'm going to put money on Will Johnson getting a pick six.
Hell
Yo,
yeah.
do it.
You should
Hey,
do it.
hey,
Just do that.
hey,
Do that.
we got the better sports bettors up in here. Listen, yeah, dude.
Hey, if you are listening right now, just so you know, D-backs have a 1,100,000 chance of winning the World Series. If you bet $1, like I did, and they win the World Series, you'll win 1,000.
Yeah,
For
that's
every
crazy.
$1, you'll win
That's
$1,000. That's
crazy.
insane. Why not?
Why
It's
not?
a
Yeah,
fucking
put $1,000
dollar.
bucks.
So reach in your fucking pocket. You probably got one.
But yeah, I think that Spencer Rattler's like regime, whatever he got over there, he's gonna be throwing picks. He's not gonna ever face a D line like us.
No.
And so he's gonna get destroyed in the backfield. I highly doubt they're ever gonna get a first down at some point. If they do, it's on a whim.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it's going to be on some crazy ass Alvin Kamara little
Screen
touch screen or
something.
some shit
well,
that
I
he
was
always
gonna
does.
say a crazy stat right now for Spencer Rattler is he's 0-6 as a starter.
True.
And he's lost his games each by more than 8 points. All of them. So
None
more
of
than a
them are
touchdown.
close.
More than a
None
touchdown.
of them are
Do
Exactly.
you guys remember his college career?
I don't care. Oh, he got sat for Dylan
At
Gabriel,
Oklahoma, right?
For Dylan Gabriel because he threw like 4 interceptions in one game. Honestly, ever since he was at Pinnacle, I don't believe him. Sorry, bro. I know you're an Arizona guy. You suck.
Oh,
Bro, it's not high.
I mean, he's not going to be good. And Show is that bad that Shuck is that bad that he can't even start.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Saints, the fans even are like, oh hey man, we're just gonna have a fun season and get.
I think they
number
know
one overall
that. They're just they understand their team's not going to do that great. They really just leaning on that D line, which I hope our offensive line could just shore.
Their O line's pretty nice too, Saints.
Oh my god,
That's the only
they
good
drafted
thing about the
Kelvin
team.
Banks Jr.
Yeah.
and he looks
Oh,
nice.
yeah,
I knew he was going
he's
to be
good.
nice.
And they also had that guy Trey Henning or something from that one tackle from I think it was North Dakota State or something.
yeah, and he's a beast.
Oh,
he's a good guy. Yeah, he's big.
good.
Oh,
And
he's
then-
the redhead kid.
Yeah.
No. The tackle that was like huge and like would pancake kids from
Okay.
college. And they drafted him first
I don't
round.
remember him.
He's a good tackle, and then they drafted Kevin Banks, and then I think they have a good guard as well.
So they're building within.
Their O
They
line's
need to.
good,
Yeah.
but that's it. You don't got nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, they're also relying on Chris Olave to be crazy this year, and I don't expect it. I mean, I know that, what's his name? The guy, he went from the Cowboys, and now he's the head coach there.
Oh, Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, yeah. like he's a great offensive mind, and he's going to try to utilize Olave. But honestly,
Who's
I kind of
passing?
worry about Olave. He's
Wait,
had
is
so
he the
many.
head coach at the Saints?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
dang.
the head coach
Who's
now.
passing though? You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Who's passing?
Yeah.
Who's going to protect you? And then also,
Olave's
like,
a great receiver, but yeah.
he is, but also I kind of low key worry about his head issues. He's had 1,000 concussions,
Oh, no.
so I mean I'm going to be looking out for his career. He's an Ohio State guy, so I always look after those players. But hopefully he just does okay this year for the sake of him. But just for the Saints, he can't carry that team.
Yeah.
So
I want to know your guys' opinion of Will Johnson's statement. Right? He said, "Oh, there's 3 things that I want this year. You know, prove everyone else wrong that I got drafted." Or that didn't draft me, and then prove the Cardinals right that they drafted me, and then win a Super Bowl or win another championship other than the Natty.
And he said that he wants to do that in his career here in Arizona, not just this year.
Yeah.
Which honestly, if we got a Super Bowl this year,
that'd be crazy.
that'd be insane. But you know, small stones. Let's make the playoffs first.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love that. I love that because it just shows his resiliency and then his hunger to want to succeed in the NFL.
Yeah.
And so. It's super cool, and yeah, he won the national championship at the college level, and like he set these goals when he was in high school, and then when he's in college, and now he's doing it again in the NFL. And I think the best people in life set high expectation goals, and they meet them, and they're just the best. So
yeah, I love the statement he made, and I also saw that he kind of gave an explanation about his knee concerns going into it. So not even last year, when remember he was like hurt or whatever. He had turf toe.
I saw that.
It was nothing with his knee. Going into his sophomore year, he had some cartilage removed from his knee, and that's what people are concerned about because it can end up going bone on bone.
Okay.
But it's like the guy's 21 years old.
And he's
got
had
at least
issues with his
8
knees.
to 10 years in the league.
Yeah.
Why the hell are you going to throw potentially the best corner in the draft just because he had cartilage removed?
Well, it's funny. All the analysts and stuff, you know, before the draft, they started coming out, and his draft stocks fell, and he was just like, "Y'all are concerned about my knee when I never even had a hurt knee, and it was literally turf toe last year.
Yeah.
And y'all aren't drafting me because my knee."
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's dumb.
I remember he said the most hurt he was when the Chargers, his own head coach, passed on him.
Yeah,
Jim Harbaugh. And you know he knew his talent.
Yeah.
He was his head coach.
He even met with him at the combine, and you know they're
chop it up.
They're chopping it up because they played together in college.
Who did they even draft? Oh, Mario Hampton. Mario Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
But yeah, he was very disappointed, and he said like after that he was like, "This is like wherever I go, you'll know
That's my team.
You know, that's his team."
Yeah.
And honestly, with his camp and with his preseason, I'm
He's
thinking
looking
he could be
nasty.
defensive player of the year candidate or rookie of the year.
And talent-wise, he kind of reminds me of Tyrann Mathieu. Not the same situation, obviously, but just like physicality-wise and skill-wise.
Wasn't there
and
another
just, like,
corner that you
mentality.
really thought like Will Johnson's kind of like? Oh, Cooper DeJean. Yeah, just kind of a ball hawk and like shut down corner.
Moves everywhere.
I mean, if we get a Cooper DeJean out of him, I'm really excited.
Well, I like Will Johnson because he had the most pick sixes in NCAA, or was it Michigan?
I think it was Michigan.
I don't think it was that. I think it was
a
Michigan player
record.
career. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
Michigan
right.
player. That's what
Yeah.
it was. And he just has that it factor where even Kyler Murray threw a pick to him at practice because like he made it look like he wasn't covering someone and jumped the cut and picks it.
Yeah.
So Will Johnson's a little savvy and quick with this. So I think he's going to be really good at taking turnovers.
Yeah, now everybody's got to give him a little bit of grace though.
He's a rookie.
Just like you saw in preseason, he's going to have to get used to the more strict rules and that rookie treatment that refs gives you of like holding and hands and face, all that stuff, right? So, give him a little bit of grace. He's still kind of learning the game, but I bet you by mid-season he's going to be in top form.
One thing I was kind of mad at all preseason, we literally only played the starters in the first game against Kansas City, and then the rest of the preseason
Just
they
fucking
just sat
punted,
everybody.
bro. They literally punted preseason.
Yeah, I don't understand the preseason. They have to give some form of incentive to preseason, or there's been talks that, hey, like, if you don't want to do this with preseason, then what we could do is we could limit preseason to 1 or 2 games, add a bye week and 1 game to the season, and so you have 2 bye weeks and 18 games. So that's in talks. It's swirling, but we'll see if that.
But honestly, look at the best teams.
happens.
They all play their starters at least a drive or the 10 snap count. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's crazy because we were going against the Raiders and they have their starting defense going against freaking who we cut.
Clayton
Tune,
bro.
which by the way, he got signed somewhere. Somehow.
Green Bay Packers.
Oh my gosh! I was
like,
congrats, bro.
Hey, go, have fun in Wisconsin, buddy.
And anyways, so
I'll hit the door out your way.
they had the Raiders had their starting defense going against all of the people that are probably gonna get cut on our squad, and we couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
Max Crosby got a TFL. He got a pressure, and then the third down, I can't remember. Maybe it was like an incomplete, try to drop off.
Well, it's just
And it's just
embarrassing.
fun.
It's embarrassing because people pay money to go there,
Mhm.
buddy. So at least show that you guys care about the fans.
10
Have them
plays.
come out, 10 plays, a drive. And if you're that concerned of them getting injured, then don't play football.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, but don't play anymore.
Well, we
Yeah.
said this too. Is that if you're gonna get hurt in the preseason, you're gonna get hurt in the real games.
Exactly.
So have a snap count, play a little football, get ready because the season's coming up. Because every other damn team plays their starters and they all look fresh and crisp on week 1.
Patrick
Exactly.
Mahomes plays every
Every
first
damn
drive.
first
Every
drive.
first drive.
Come on
Every
now.
game,
You
and
know?
he's one of the MVPs.
And if they didn't score right away against us and they looked nice, guess what? He would have played another
Exactly.
drive. So he was supposed to play the whole first quarter.
He was,
And the funny thing is, we saw one drive of Kyler Murray, and it was a pick, right?
and they're
And so now all of us sitting with that dirty ass rotten smell in our mouths of a
Yeah.
pig for 3 weeks, and then you're telling me
4 because there's a bye week
because there's
after.
another week. So you're telling me now, come
Oh,
Sunday, we've been eating on this fucking pig, and then now we're gonna watch the New Orleans Saints, and he's gonna go off.
Yeah.
This is what we're thinking. This is
Yeah.
what the preseason is. All this speculation.
Too much speculation, man. We hate all this speculation, bro.
Just play fucking football, man.
It's crazy, and it makes me so mad when Max Crosby's like, "Woo! I got to stop against Clayton too. Imagine going against Paris, okay? He's knocking you down. Alright?
That gotta be cut, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Not some dude that's not on the roster, bro. I was like, congrats.
Okay.
I'd be mad
Acting
if
like
you
you're
didn't.
Conor McGregor, bro.
Okay, so if we were gonna say, like, hey, what is a good first game for us then? Like, if to set the tone for the year, what is a good first game expectation for us?
It's what these top colleges did against teams they know they're gonna kill. We gotta win 30 to something 0. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like at least 3-4 touchdowns.
Okay.
And hopefully a goose egg.
I think at
If
least
not
a
a field goal.
touchdown.
To be
Yeah,
to be fair, like a good because NFL's hard, right? You can't just rape every NFL team. I would say 28-3 or 28-6.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You got 4 touchdowns and then you leave
exactly.
2 field goals, right?
Yeah.
Because Rattler sucks, right?
Yeah.
Don't let up a touchdown.
Yeah.
but field goal.
And 0 turnover margin. We did not give up a single turnover and hopefully get a turnover on our end.
Yeah, I'm thinking 34-7, 34-10.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
That would be like
4
you
touchdowns,
met
2
my
field
you
goals.
met my high expectations because we have high expectations.
Yeah.
And
But
what I want to see is that no matter what, like, I at least not necessarily want to win by 21, but I want to see like good football from each phase. Like, great defense,
Chris.
what we're expecting. Like, dominate a
bad team.
inferior team.
Yeah.
Offense needs to go out there, just fucking score touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of a fucking field goal.
Yes.
no, and I don't want 3 and outs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You when you're on the field, try your best. And if you have to punt it because we're at the 50, at least you got a first.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that.
3
But
and
if you get on the field and you get a 3 and out against this defense,
Exactly.
That's bad.
And then special teams. I mean, we like the Ryland guy. Show us you can do it another year in a row.
kick a far.
Be able to punt the fucking ball and don't fumble the ball when we're returning
Yes.
it.
No
Just
turnovers.
Please,
0 turnovers.
Zero turnovers.
Clean football.
Clean football.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it's kind of like if I remember high school we had a blue and white game, right? That the most important thing was making a clean, crisp game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want to see because technically the Saints aren't that good,
Yeah,
right?
they're not.
So we want to just see basically a practice squad that we're beating down and being crisp.
Well, you know what sucks is I'm also just remembering last season. The first half of our season of last season was tough schedule.
It was.
So now we're getting blessed.
Yeah.
We're getting the good part of our schedule is first, and then our tough is at the end.
Yeah.
So like obviously we have to sustain, but I'm hoping we build on these games going up.
Yeah.
Instead of losing all these close games and then winning randomly in the middle and then losing the rest at the end.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think when I was
we
looking at the
consistency.
schedule, we started like 5-1. Expected.
Yeah.
To start
Expected.
5-1, 4-2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Before bye.
Yeah, before the bye week. So, I mean, with this first game though, it sets the tone for the whole year. Like you have to show that the Saints are the worst team, and you are not close to them.
I forget what the statistic is though of teams who lose
The first
two games.
First 2 games.
You're like the percentage to make playoffs is
17%
like
or
so low.
Crazy low.
Yeah.
Well, last year, we had the same odds of beating the Saints as the Bengals had the odds of beating the Patriots last year, and the Bengals lost. So there is they have to show up. Cardinals have to show up.
It's not
because it's not going to be just
It's not
a gimme.
ASU NAU.
Yeah, it's not a gimme. It's any
gimme.
given Sunday, and we don't want that.
No.
I will say the Bengals were awful last year. I mean,
And
their
honestly,
offense was good, but their
I
defense
feel
couldn't
like they
stop
only,
anything.
in my opinion, only get overhyped because of their Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
And he is a
And
great quarterback.
Jamar
And
Chase.
Jamar Chase is a great wide receiver. And T. Higgins is a great wide
But
receiver.
their defense.
But who's blocking?
They have
and also
great
your
players.
defense.
They don't have a great team.
Yeah, exactly. And they make big plays and they score a ton of touchdowns.
All I'm
but
saying-
you gotta stop the people.
Yeah, exactly.
All I'm saying though is Bengals had a same point
Yeah,
margin to win,
Don't
and they
sleep.
lost.
Don't sleep.
So Cardinals can't
But-
go in there sleeping.
But when we analyze it, looking at it, the
Yeah.
Cardinals are not the Bengals.
yeah,
Period.
You're right.
Look at our defense.
Yeah.
Alone.
You're right.
So it's hard to be like, oh, I'm scared of the Saints because I'm not. But I also am like, I want, like we said, we want a clean game. We want to set the tone early.
Yeah.
Because I know we do that. And you know what's kind of funny is we always do that anyways. Like the Cardinals play hard. We almost beat the fucking Bills last season.
Yeah.
On week 1.
I remember
We
that.
usually have a good start to the season. We have to sustain it. And we're going to talk about that going through all season 1, 2.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. It's going to be a fun season for the Cardinals, to be quite honest. I'm really excited about this season. I got a lot of hope. I believe we're definitely going to kill the Saints.
Oh yeah.
But with that being said, we got to our favorite part of the podcast right now.
Burnout.
We did hear from our listeners, hey, like I want to listen to this on my way to work or like on my lunch break or something. So we are going to try to make it a little bit shorter. Give us that feedback if you want more burnout, though. We'd be more than happy to add some more. So with that being said, we're going to start out. When you play football, do you want to start on offense or defense to get that first hit?
dude, honestly, for me, in my opinion, I played offensive line all my career. I love going on offense first, setting the tone and scoring. But I felt a little bit comfortable when I'm like, I can sit on the sideline, watch my defense. Yeah, you guys go off, Kings.
Someone's like, no, you're like, you have the morning shits, before lunch.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for this football game, right? You have pre-game shits, right?
Yeah.
And then so when you get the coin flip, you're like, do I really want to hit someone right now? Not really. Let's see the defense get out there.
Yeah, let him set the tone, please.
No, but for me though, for real, I played D-line, so I was like, dude, get the fucking defense right now out there. And why? Because we're the ones that always wanted to set the tone of practice, so we're going to set the tone in the games as well.
What's very demoralizing going on this question is when you, on your team, you kick it off to them and start on defense, and they drive it down and score.
It's the worst.
You're like,
demoralizing.
great, 7-0, and our offense gets a chance. And I don't even trust our offense, so...
Don't tell me why that's the Cardinals of last year, right?
Yes, exactly. We'd always kick it off to them,
Dude.
score on us.
Yeah.
I always played returner, and then obviously I played safety or linebacker. So I always hated getting hit on kick return first because nobody fucking blocks.
one
You're just
blocks.
getting drilled at and drilled, bro. So I always preferred defense. I'm like, let me go hit somebody
someone,
and
not
then
get-
get acclimated.
Yeah.
Because you got to get
then I'm
acclimated
fine.
in that, yeah.
With that being said, we're going to go straight back to ASU. Do we win against
Mississippi
State? And by how much if we do?
I can go. I think we win. I don't think Mississippi State's a great team, and I think ASU is a good team. And I really think Sam Levitt and Jordan Tyson are amazing duo, and I think we're gonna face adversity. I'm not saying we're gonna kill them, but I think we come out with the dub, especially relying on our strong like coaching and defense and offense. So
Absolutely.
I think we win.
Yeah, Mississippi State shown that they not the best in the SEC, you know. So I'm thinking we win. I don't think we win by a huge margin, but at least win, sneak out with the dub, and focus up on Big 12. You know, the following year.
You know, I think ASU bounces back big and ASU by 20.
Ooh.
I just have a feeling. I have a feeling that defense got a big wake up call. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. It this weekend. All right. So would you rather spend 1 minute doing like a bullfight, or would you rather spend 2 minutes in the octagon with John Jones?
I'll go. I'm
with
gonna
the
do
bull.
1 minute with the bull, bro. Just fucking run and then just drop your shit and then run as fast as you can. Cause John Jones, he'll knock me out in 10 seconds.
At least, yeah, exactly. At least with the bull, you can jump out the way. John Jones, you can't jump out the way. You're in this cage, bro.
Yeah.
You're in this cage, and he's gonna.
I'm not
That's
gonna lie. I'm getting fucked up, by the way. So
You're like,
I'm gonna go John Jones just
and
because
just cover yourself.
I feel like I can defend myself better versus him than like a bull.
Mm-hmm.
So, but either way, I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And then this is our last question here for Burnout. It's gonna be your last meal before you die. Your wife cooks it and it tastes like shit. Do you tell her or no? Last words to your wife. Do you tell her the meal tastes like shit?
No.
No,
No?
hell no.
Hell no.
Okay.
You tell them it's the best meal you've ever had.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they get electrocuted.
It was so good.
It was so good.
Really, you're dying from the food. You're like,
You're like,
oh my god.
But another add-up question. If the food does taste like shit, do you tell your wife that it does?
sometimes I'm
Not.
honest.
This isn't a different question though. Like in
Yeah, yeah,
general.
yeah.
Just like in general.
In general.
So you don't tell them how bad it is, but you just say you didn't do it wasn't the best. You know what I mean? Or it was okay. It was all right.
So Laura, she tries to phrase it to where like I'm gonna tell her like an honest answer, like oh this is fucking dog shit. No, like I just tell her I'm like, yeah, don't make this one again.
Don't make this again.
No, I'm pretty brutally honest. Most of the time, like I'll be like, I'm like, yeah, it's good, and then she'll be honest. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah,
It's real bad.
Yeah. So usually though, you gotta be nice about it.
Yeah, you gotta ease into it. You gotta, they cook.
Oh my gosh.
But
Well, anyhow, that is the end of our first episode of Desert Dynasty, Season 2.
stick
Yeah,
you,
man.
baby.
That is insane. We appreciate you listening.
Drop a like, drop a follow, and you new YouTube followers, we're gonna be dropping more reels. That way, you guys can get a little bit of your freaking what is it called?
Content?
No, freaking brain fucking melting,
Brain rot.
brain rotten on your fucking reels.
Yeah.
Watch that shit because we're gonna be on it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Love you guys.
And then the camera.
White boy moves.